Computex 2026 has finally wrapped up, and after spending a week running between meetings, booth tours and keynotes, we all know I had to spend some time at the MSI booth because they always impress. And this was their 40th birthday anniversary, so they really pulled out all of the stops. With everything from special edition gaming laptops to handhelds and literal holographic AI concept PCs, there's a lot to show. So instead of trying to cover absolutely everything, these are the products, the concepts, and the weird tech that I think deserves the spotlight from MSI's booth this year. Obviously, the star of the show had to be MSI's 40th anniversary Draco Epic collection. We're talking about a special edition RTX 5080 Supreme, a matching keyboard, power supply, and 2 special edition cases with a full set of matching peripherals to tie everything together. The whole lineup is dragon themed with very cool custom artwork, lots of cool details, and enough matching hardware to build the most fantasy themed gaming setup possible. I've even actually got a whole dedicated video covering the entire Draco Epic range in more detail if you want to know more. Now, if the desktop thing isn't your style or you're just rich and want a matching laptop, they also released a matching Dragon edition of the Titan A16HX as part of the Draco Epic range. And you know what? I think it's arguably better looking than any of the PC parts. MSI also had the new Claw 8 EX AI Plus on display. It's the first handheld with Intel's new Arc G3 Extreme chip, which is focused on balancing efficiency, performance, and heat, which is a pretty important thing in a handheld. We're also getting a bigger 8-inch 120Hz VRR display, better cooling, and Hall effect joysticks. Did I mention you can get it in any color you want, as long as it's purple? Because yeah, it's purple. Next up is the Strike Alloy TMR, which is by far MSI's most premium keyboard so far. It's got tunnel magneto-resistant switches, which sounds super technical, but can be summarized as magnetic switches that have basically the same benefits as Hall effect thumbsticks. So you get features like adjustable actuation points, rapid trigger support, and somehow they're still hot swappable. And waterproof. Extremely waterproof. It's all built into a pretty heavy magnesium alloy gasket mounted body, like an almost 4 kilo, it's really heavy. It's wireless and has an 8000 Hz polling rate, which is probably a little bit overkill, but I still love almost everything about it, except maybe the see-through plastic caps and potentially the price tag. But we'll have to wait and see for the launch to say for sure. They also showed off the Strike Nexus concept right next to it, which I'm just going to warn you right off the bat, might not ever actually exist. It's just a project, but basically it's a little touchscreen device which gives you a bunch of features like quick app control, system monitoring, and a numpad. And probably also the coolest part, a password protected SSD hidden inside for all of my FBI agents watching this video. This wasn't even the coolest concept they showed off though. This is the Meg Vision X2 AI Plus pre-built, and yeah, I think it speaks for itself, literally. It was built entirely around the idea of a holographic agentic AI version of Lucky sitting on your desk, keeping you company while managing your PC for you. It sounds a little bit like Dora the Explorer. It's running on their new Lucky Claw AI agent, which is still very early in development, so I can't say too much about it yet, but I'm excited to see what happens when it comes to market. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please remember to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Of course, not everything at the booth was a concept. Some of it we'll never get to buy for completely different reasons. Like this, the extremely limited edition Toy Story version of the Cyborg 15. The whole laptop is Buzz Lightyear themed and MSI full scented. You've got the Space Ranger badge on the trackpad, the colorful accent keys, custom hinges, and of course, the artwork across the lid is basically Buzz in a laptop. But it's more than that. You get a matching mouse with the alien, a Woody-themed carry bag, a custom mousepad, and they even made a themed cable tie for the charger. Is it a practical office laptop? Probably not, but I'm still jealous of the 199 people who actually get to buy one. This is the coolest laptop ever made because they committed. They also had the Asia exclusive MLG version of the Crosshair A16HX on display, and honestly, it's just fine. But it's not nearly as cool because they didn't commit. It's mostly a really clean pearl white laptop and a bunch of merch based on their character Longnai, who I also never heard of before walking into this booth. Now apparently Longnai has an entire backstory and a pretty dedicated fan base because MSI also released a whole range of matching PC hardware based around her. So if you ever wanted to build a complete Dragon Princess themed gaming setup, MSI somehow made that possible, as long as you live in Asia, of course. MSI also had a few other collaboration graphics cards on display, including The Mandalorian, World of Warcraft, and Freerian. And honestly, I don't have enough footage to cover all of them. But the Frerian merch looks incredible, and not mentioning that would be a crime. None of them compared to the RTX 5090 Lightning Edition we took a look at a few months ago though, which is nothing new, but what is new is the MEG Coreliquid E15 360mm AIO, which is basically designed to match it perfectly. It's got the same color scheme, a massive curved 6.67 inches AMOLED display, which just looks fantastic in this build. Don't worry, as far as I know, this isn't going to be a limited edition to 1,300 units or so. So if you want one, you'll actually be able to pick one up. Apparently, we should be seeing it pretty soon. What's interesting though is that MSI seems to be putting a lot more focus on design lately, not just raw performance. Last year we saw the great wave-inspired Prestige 13 AI Plus, and this year they're adding to the artistic Prestige collection with 2 new flip laptops, inspired by some of Vincent van Gogh's most famous paintings. Of course, we're getting Starry Night, the one we all know and love, but we're also getting Starry Night over the Rhone, which is just as beautiful. And if you don't know the context, the one was painted before he went to hospital and the other one after. To wrap things off, I do have a couple of honorable mentions. First, the MEG Coreliquid AP15 air cooler, because honestly, it's nice seeing some built-in screen love for the air cooler guys. And the MEG Vixta 300 RP Z case, which sure isn't as flashy as 90% of the other stuff we looked at, but I think it's going to be a very practical buy for a lot of people. It comes in 2 versions, starts at $129 and just looks pretty good overall, right? And that's about it from me. There's a whole lot of things at the booth. I hope I covered the ones you're interested in. If you have some questions about the things I mentioned, please let me know. I've got some in-depth info for you if you're interested in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching this video. This was Stefan from Wiru Tech, spending the money, sometimes wasting it so you don't have to. See you in the next one. Please remember to subscribe. Cheers, bye.